Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn top right side as the magenta Japanese. We got liquid DeMu. Spawn bottom left side is yellow Jeanne d'Arc. We got EL.CsOH. I have no idea how to pronounce sometimes these names. And oh, look at this. Well, with the new update, we got more banners, more information. Jeanne d'Arc's up here. I saw that in the previous kind of cast, but now we got the number of Bannermans as well as the max number of Bannerman. In addition, now we got the times 4 upgrades. It also got the other stuff up there. I've been glad that they actually finally take time to update the replay tools, because the previous, they have not been properly addressing that any sort. I wonder if they fixed the olive oil units for the olive oil cost for down here for the Byzantines. Either way, we got boar and deer down here. Bit of deer here being partially killed off there. Boar way up here along with some sheeple. And more deer here and a this lady here as well. Let's thank the villagers. There's a yellow spearman. Looks like I was not paying attention to Jeanne d'Arc. Jeanne d'Arc's being aggressive with some spearmen. Does not have enough gold to age up, but the age up has... No, that's the Jeanne d'Arc. Right, the colors on the map are a little bit backwards. Here a storehouse now being put on field. When I say backwards is right side of my map is purple, left side up here is purple. That's going to throw me off way too much. Wait a second. That's sort of mind screwing me, seeing all the structures in a different angle. Sorry, I can't do that. Kira storehouse is still being constructed. Getting some wood on the field. Maybe go for a samurai to help defeat with the spearmen. Dark Age samurai should be adequate versus Dark Age spearmen. School cavalry now going on up. We do now have the archer range now being employed in the field, going for some Yumi archers, the cheap archer variant. Starting to fire some arrows on these spearmen. Local doggo once won the sticks. Play fetch with him. He's a good boy. We do now have a... Wait. That sounds like a vizier point. That... nope, that's just Jeanne d'Arc. Oh, you can click on this and see she goes with the Huntress. Which top, bottom. I can't tell those two apart. But I'm assuming, yeah, mounted. One's champions, one's... I do not know. This now more look at as like a completely pointless, because you don't switch between range or melee, so it's always going to be the top one, right? Unless they made it now, so going for the range one will can be switched to a melee version of her in the next upgrade possible. Sorry, I'm probably overthinking some stuff. Now the arrow slip being researched, getting from the free stone for looking at the gold. Farmhouse now being established. Does snipe a villager there, very nice. All it does do 40 damage, so all you need to do is put 2 regular arrows and then a divine arrow. And that can kill off a villager. I wonder, is there... There is a wounded villager, has 45 health. Now the level 2 wheelbarrow being researched for the Japanese player and +1 range armor. You can help counter out fighting against Jeanne d'Arc doing that trick if the Japanese player researches the range armor for the... which will properly apply to the villagers. Making so I has to put 3 arrows rather than just 2. Of course, I can counter out by Jeanne d'Arc getting +1 range damage. So another way to help counter it is actually just getting textiles. Seeing how Yellow's been doing that, maybe a good idea to get textiles sooner rather than later. Because then you can't really pick off a villager, you have to use double divine arrow. Real nice charging the way forward, and no longer. And looks like I got a bit of spam bot. Looks like my auto mod blocked it. Very good. Got siege engineers being researched by Jeanne d'Arc. Outpost taking some fire. Oh, and divine arrow. Yep, picks off that villager there. Very nice. The number of Yumi archers, they do have +1 damage. They're up to 5 damage. Row Knights have 4 armor, so they'll do 1 damage to them. Oh, battering. That's what's being cancelled. And these are the 2 leftover unupgraded spearmen that Jeanne d'Arc has. Now the floating gate being employed in the field. We may see the mounted archer to fight against Jeanne d'Arc. Excuse me. The Onomusha is the crossbow variant for Jeanne d'Arc. Though I always wonder if they have the crossbow tag. Do they take bonus damage from anti-crossbow damage from the Jeanne's riders? Jeanne d'Arc does take a significant amount of damage there. Roll nice, charge way forward. Jeanne d'Arc has been redeployed on the field. And a scout does take a bit of fire there. And does throw it into archer range. Needs some more resources before getting out some Onomusha. Primarily some food. Nope, there's no like saying hotkey. I wonder if there's a no, maybe a hotkey to help adjust some of that stuff. Sorry, just a bit curious. Either way, no, do now the battery ram push way forward. Now I got 1 mounted archer here. Yumi archer being pursued. More Royal Knights advancing. Villagers pulling out the torches. We'll find some Royal Knights now engaging them. Nope. Yellow's bit of poor control there by Yellow. Chase down the Onomusha when there's so many villagers nearby. You now have the whistling arrow upgrade. Scout is down, not big surprise. And there's Jeanne d'Arc, so she got no experience from that fight. More batteries being pulled up on the field by the spearmen. And does manage to get next to the Onomusha next to these spearmen, taking a lot of extra bonus damage there. Massive charge there. Picks off the Onomusha there with Jeanne d'Arc. And now Jeanne d'Arc's also aiding the construction. I don't know if this gives her an experience gain. Doesn't appear to be. No, view next player. She does not get any experience gain for building siege weapons. Should she? No, probably to ease the grind experience then. There's no grinding experience in this game. This is Age of Empires, not an MMO. Nor Skyrim 1.0. Trying to make a Skyrim to Oblivion joke. Skyrim 0.1. Either way, Royal Knight's back on off. Onimusha moving around. A couple of them quite wouldn't. He should have a Shinto priest. There's a Shinto priest there. Throwing a Yoshiro inside the forge. Fall, get these guys to the Shinto priest. Get a bit of health going. Yellow's being a bit of a home wrecker right now. Jeanne has not aged up, but getting relatively close. Royal Knight taking some damage there. Magenta's taking time to grab some relics. Consecration must have been utilized somewhere by Yellow. Some mounted samurai being employed in the field, but I don't think one will even get out before it gets destroyed. Of course, that does automatically refund, so he has a bit of resource in the bank. Battery ram push way forward, does take a bit of a volley there. More Onimusha there. Got some regular archers on the field. Did get a divine arrow there. Focus on the regular archers. So I got still your Shinto priest with your shield still on the field. So it could be just the original one. Nope, they just dropped your shear off somewhere. More battle rams being established in the field. Chivalry getting some decent health regen. Oh, got a mounted samurai here. Onimusha charges way forward, takes out one of those Royal Knights. Now with two battle rams, this archery is starting to go on down. And that may be lacking other productions. There's some more being built in the back line. The champions do get cleaned on up. She may, or... Oh, that's just a Royal Knight. That looked like a man-at-arms model to me, which is not entirely wrong. Guild Hall now being established. Venison being obtained.
Longtemps va-t-il demeurer?
No horsemen, Royal Knights for 4, but some arch support, nothing too significant. Veteran Royal Knight, veteran horseman, and +1 range damage on the way. Maybe, and now going for some arbiteers, not really continuing archers, so whatever archers would be simply folded into the army. Shinto priest does get impaled. Magenta's only had time to claim one relic after all this There's a lot of field presence by yellow. But charging forward, trying to grab more relics now. Archers, though, take a bit of damage there. Maybe a handful of spearmen would be half bad to deal with this mounted force. We do also now have the DeMu Manor now being researched. Huh, they also added a notification here for conversion. That wasn't there before. Shinto Priest now receiving some impalement. Villagers backing off with the Mounted Samurai, the Onomusha. Horsemen generally getting some good damage there. Horsemen are the counter of the Onimusha. They are classified as range, so the horsemen will do bonus damage versus them. They do bonus damage versus all range, not just versus foot range. Ranged infantry, I should say. Jeanne d'Arc's to level up as well. And of course, we do have one bannerman available. It's probably a mounted bannerman. It is the Yuma bannerman. Yep, I think that's the mounted one. Yellow's moving around. So got a decent force here. And now Jeanne d'Arc's almost leveled up. Probably. Actually, riders could be an option. Got a good number of crossbowmen. Jeanne d'Arc has gone down right before she leveled up. Horsemen engaging the Onomusha. A lot of missed experience here for Jeanne d'Arc. More of these mounted samurai going down. Another horseman here. Oh, I think they inverted the crossbow animation. Beforehand, as I was loving the fact that they updated the crossbowmen so they have the more proper animations to be utilized. Actually utilize their animations. Now, it looks like, and then beforehand, red crossbowman did lift down and grab while the arbalist did a wind up, hand wind up, but now I think they probably inverted it because these guys have crossbow stirrups as a possible technology. I'm glad they fixed that. I love these utilizing the animations and then taking time to properly do it. We do now have the battery push way forward. We've got some Jeanne's riders blowing the field. They do bonus damage crossbowmen. I wonder if these guys are classified as crossbowmen. We'll just have to wait and see. They have 80 base health. The Jeanne's riders would do 15, basically 20 damage. There's good shots there. I think they do bonus damage to the Onomusha. Jeanne's riders charge way forward. Yep, it looks like they do bonus damage versus them. Very nice. So they are classified as crossbowmen. Never actually got that solidified in all this time because people don't really pull out Jeanne's riders. Oh, we also got a village there. He has a knife, so be careful. Villagers migrating back here, trying to clean up these berries. There is 19 villagers there. I'm going for double outpost. Oh, it did. I think did lose a villager. Yep, there is down villager there. Hold back the wrong one. Now the level 3 wheelbarrow being researched by the Japanese player.
Bonne besogne Edge.
Farmhouse slowly going on down. The number of horsemen. I think as well when it comes to Jeanne's riders. Horseman does have 55 damage plus 12, and then plus another 11 versus range. So they roughly do the same damage as Jeanne's riders. I don't know that Jeanne's riders' attack speed is though. I think they have higher range armor. Let's see. There's at least still one on the field at the moment. Howdy. There's a Road Knight there. Road Knight does go down. There's the Jeanne's Rider. Does have more health. Same attack speed. So apparently 25 damage, so they are slightly better versus the Onimusha, but not by a real significant margin. But they do have inherently very high range armor. This will be very useful for generally other targets. So they do have a slight advantage compared to horsemen against the Onimusha. But against regular archers, regular horsemen may be actually a little bit better. Doing good, you sir, and or ma'am. Royal Knight moving around. Does take a spring gold hit there. Looks like it took 2 spring gold hits. Looks like this one is upgraded for spring gold as well, just being fortified now. Thank you for the follow. Lily Hazel __1. We have now these Onimusha and Mounted Samurai moving around. Does get a good hit there. Good number of villagers exposed. Does take out 1, 2, 3 villagers. Not enough room for all of them. 4 villagers. Looks like the rest are heading up north to some more outposts. Good number of villagers went down there. Onimusha being pursued by the horsemans. Good number of arbiters in pursuit. And can't. I suppose the horsemen could be just used to take out the rest of these mounted samurai. Needs all the horsemen there. There's 2 mounted samurai. Plus 1 range armor. We do have a horseman here as well that can help out. Thought I heard a battering ram. Yep, got a battering ram being pulled out there. Another one being built there. And Yellow's still being a bit of a home wrecker. And looks like the mounted samurai is still moving around. May take out one of these villagers. And it looks like that one lady will not go down. Forge now set ablaze. I do cast some other games. Mostly, I cast also Age of Mythology, Couple Heroes 1, Couple Heroes 2, and of course Advanced Wars by Web and Days of Ruin. Thank you. Red Palace now being established. Let's see. Middle of the map. Good spot. Protect the gold. Protect the choke point. Protect the sacred site. Getting some good damage there in the town center. We'll take it out no problem. Arbaleteers heading over here. We got a decent number of Yumi archers. They are supported by a bannerman. As well as we've got 2 mounted bannermans on the field as well. Against all these cross arbaleteers, horsemen would generally be fine, which would be on equal footing with the other horsemen. I'm casting, and it must be a bot. Arbaleteers do get a bit of fire there. Does take out one of the mounted samurai. You have the outpost taking a bit of fire there. Horseman and mounted samurai push way forward. Red palace now complete. If magenta advances, it may be not good. Villagers need to get inside the red palace for multiple reasons: safety and 5 DPS. Horseman does go down. Mounted samurai does go down. We got these horses backing off. Can't do much versus the red palace. Needs trebuchets for that. Of course, now multiple farms there. Jeanne d'Arc has gone down. Of course, down multiple farms. And we do have a Shogun Castle here, so it does have a decent anti-cavalry shot. Does 192 damage per shot, which will not one-shot the Jeanne's riders, but will one-shot the veteran horsemen. I do not want any art. We do now have the elite arbiter now being researched. Arbiter is firing away, takes the mounted bannerman. The unmounted bannerman will also go down there. Young Marcher's going on down. Horsemen advance away forward. Elite horsemen now being researched. Got 2 Katana Bannermen on the field, 1 Yumi Bannerman, 1 Uma Bannerman. Archers, let's take out the one of the Bannerman. Horsemen push away forward along the flank, Yumi Archers as well. Archers being microed. Horsemen generally being tasked on forward. There's some Jeanne's riders mixed on in. There's a good damage there. Magenta does have a larger force in the field. Army value is in favor of yellow though. Jeanne d'Arc has not leveled up just yet, but she'll get a lot of experience from this fight. So we got the red palace up there, so Magenta cannot advance too far forward, else he will be ripped apart from it. More spring Hulk upgrades. Got a handful of other forces pushing along the south side. More of these horsemen going on down. Jeanne d'Arc's at currently not even 2/3. Japanese player's not aged up, has a lot of gold in stockpile, needs more food. Did lose a good number of farms, but those farms have been replaced. Divine Restoration gets a pretty good cast there. Archers is generally moving multiple way forward. At 9 damage, we'll have trouble piercing through the high armor of these units. Horseman right now has 7 armor. The Royal Knights do have right now it's just a 6 armor. They're just veteran at the moment. No elite Royal Knight research completed just yet, but it is just got completed. Get +1 more armor and thus take only 1 damage per arrow from the Yumi archers, which could be very good. Got now the Camerson research improving melee armor of arbiters by 5. Got the Laurel bloodlines increase health as well. The archers get a good volley there. Yeah, if able to squeeze out 1 additional armor, can be very good. Taking 50% less damage from these arbiters or archers. Now got some passive on field, giving these arbiters up to 5 armor. It makes them more incredibly effective versus these Yumi archers. And the effect of the passives is a little bit AoE, so you can always just grab some and then do passive there, so you can keep other passive charges going. You now got Jeanne d'Arc has go for the roll cannon. Jeanne's riders push way forward. And Magenta does back the game now. That's Anne Grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.